So this is going to be a reading for my Aquarius. This is for November 21st to the 23rd. Let's get straight into it. Any information you may be looking for will be listed in the description. And we're going to start off with the messages from your spirit guides and then break off into a full spread. Aquarius, messages from their spirit guides. Oh, got cards falling. Okay, so let's go with this card. So we have cleansing waters, and it reads purification activates vibrant life force. So immediately seeing this card, the message spirit has for you, there's a need for you guys to get a spiritual bath popping, especially if you've been feeling drained. I'm getting the energy of some of you like getting enough rest, right? You're getting enough sleep, but then like some of you are waking up and you're still feeling drained. Your energy still feels like you need to still replenish or go back to bed. And this may be a sign that you may be spiritually exhausted. And yeah, spiritual bath will help you. Maybe saging more often. Saging your whole home. There's a need for a cleansing ritual to be put in place. This is also making sure that you release. I'm getting the energy of some of you just wanting to release emotions, whether this is like the holiday times, excuse me, I'm getting tongue tied. The holiday times being a tough time for you because like family, you may not be able to celebrate the holidays with your family like how you usually would, or there's certain things that this time frame may trigger in terms of emotions. And understand that releasing is okay. Releasing your feelings, crying it out is okay. Doesn't mean that you're weak, doesn't mean that you're letting anything defeat you. You're just releasing those pent up feelings, because worst thing you could do is just have them pent up to a point to where one thing triggers you and then you're just crying in the most awkward situations and having to explain your feelings to, you know, to people on the outside. Okay, so being vulnerable with yourself is key. But getting deeper into this reading, the first card we have is representing the present, and we have the Justice card. And currently, this is the energy of you trying to get things in order in your life. You're only worried about getting your stuff in order in terms of your priorities, financially. I'm hearing like paperwork, legal documents for a business, or like getting a lease signed for a new apartment. A lot of you also realize that maybe you need more balance in your life where, you know, you pay attention to your spiritual side or your spiritual aspect of self, and also having a balance in still paying attention to the practical means of life, because you could be spiritual all day, but the worst thing is being so spiritual that you're unable to be practical and have your stuff together. That's where you end up homeless. And you never want to be too practical that you neglect your spirit in the process. So personal balance is what you guys are striving for. Clarifying the Justice card as well. Why is the Justice card here? I have the Two of Cups in reverse. So you could be wanting to fix the dynamic of your relationship or wanting more balance in your connection or relationship with someone. You feel like maybe you give too much of yourself to this situation and feel like you're not getting reciprocation back. You could be wanting to break off a contract that you have with someone after realizing that you're really not getting the support that you need in this business endeavor. You could be doing majority of the work. Also, okay, I do see this energy of you having a spiteful individual that could be trying to take you to court because you guys aren't together anymore. Whether that's for child support or whatever this is. But recent past, I have the Queen of Discs, and there was a huge focus on money. There may have been a money opportunity that may have presented itself to you to give you an actual opportunity to feel more financially secure. A lot of you also may have been becoming self-aware of the things that may be affecting like your mental health and your ability to focus as a whole. Like you may have started to regret either spending your money on certain things, procrastinating on certain financial opportunities, or like veering off from certain goals that you may have had. So like an example of this is like you may have had very specific goals to do things in your career and you may have kind of slightly veered off, and now it's kind of like, dang, I shouldn't have did that. You could also really want to trust someone, but they may have showed you in the past or even recently that you can't really trust them or really take them that serious, especially if they're inconsistent. Now, what I see for the near future with the Five of Wands, this is confliction. You may be slightly conflicted creatively, like what's next for you? Should you pursue this? Should you pursue that? Not because, well, some of you, it may be a situation where you just don't know where to start in general. Like you just don't know which direction is best suited for you and what you're most skillful at. But a lot of you could have just many different things that you could see yourself doing, and it's more so a struggle of being sure in the decision or the path that you choose to go on. And for some of you, it's more so distinguishing like what's actually a possibility career-wise and what's not. Like what's more so an illusion. Also, this could be like arguments between you and a love interest. You guys may not be seeing eye to eye or like really getting where each other is coming from. So there could be like slight arguments, or this feels like you or your love interest has multiple options. And it's the confliction of whether or not you want to put up with that or if they want to put up with that, or choosing in regards to what's the best option. That may be difficult here. Yeah, like some of you are dealing with somebody who's so conflicted on whether or not they want to be with you or another person. And it's leaving you conflicted because it's like, well, am I supposed to just wait around for you to figure that out? Like, what am I supposed to do? But, advice for you with the Princess of Discs. Exploring other opportunities will make you not necessarily feel like you're limited, especially when it comes to love. Like some of you may feel like you're going through so much stress in regards to your love life because you may be limiting yourself to somebody who's already pretty much showing you that they're not going to be all that you need. So if you keep your options open, you'll be able to attract what you're looking for. But the longer you kind of wait for somebody to just change and see where you're coming from in terms of what they need to do differently, and you're going to be waiting forever. People only change when they're ready to change. Also exploring other money opportunities. Some of you are like really annoyed with a stream of income that may be your main stream of income. And it's like either you have people around you who kind of like are egotistical and they're trying to upshine you. So it makes you feel like, I don't know, like you're not valued at your job, or like say you do social media work and then sometimes it can get tense with like comments or something, right? Maybe building multiple streams of income won't make you feel like you're so flustered by that energy or have to focus on that energy solely. But challenge that could come up, I do have the Nine of Cups. So this could be getting certain goals achieved, mainly because with the Ten of Wands, you could have a lot of stuff on your plate that you may have to sort out before you can really get to a point of having, you know, a pop-in business or moving into your dream home or getting married. There may be so much stuff that has to be sorted out first, whether that's personal trauma. Some of you are still tied up in a bad situation now where you have to clear that out first and then make way for new energy. So it's like, make sure you don't have burdens, especially people or things that you can, you know, cut off energy wise that you know may be stopping you from getting to these desired goals. Make sure you're not letting those things stop you. And also the challenge may be that you've had certain epiphanies already. It's just a matter of like sticking to that truth, understanding that truth and moving accordingly. That may be more so the challenge here. But last card, the energy surrounding the outcome with the Ten of Cups. This is you focusing on getting to a point of nirvana, especially when it comes to being happy with the decisions that you choose to make. A lot of you are going to be moving very unapologetically in the near future. And this is after realizing that you trying to take in consideration other people's feelings, you trying to do things by walking on a tightrope. It's no point. So this is moving unapologetically. I also see the energy of some of you like trying to manifest a child. That may be on your mind, especially within your marriage. If you're newly married, you guys may be looking at, you know, trying to conceive a child now. I also see something here with family. A conversation that needs to be had with family kind of manifests itself. Whether this is like telling your, you know, family that you're pregnant or telling your family some important news. You may be anxious about it, but I think that your family, you'll have some supportive family and you'll have some family that's negative, of course. So it's to be expected. But this is what I see. I hope that this was helpful. If you enjoyed, thumbs this video up and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.